Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. China's premier continues his four-nation tour of Africa as the guest of honor at the World Economic Forum for Africa in Nigeria's capital of Abuja. Keqiang announced many new investment projects in Ethiopia, the first leg of his journey. The premier offered $10 billion of additional credit lines and spoke of connecting all of Africa's capitals by high-speed rail. Li says he expects trade between the 50-plus nations of Africa and China will reach $400 billion annually by 2020, up from $210 billion last year. Security is extremely tight surrounding the World Economic Forum, known as the African Davos, after a series of deadly bombing attacks and 200 to 300 girls being abducted from their school in Nigeria. The extremist group Boko Haram is thought responsible. The group operates out of remote parts of the country and calls for governance by shariah, or fundamentalist Islamic law. The tragic number of casualties and abductions are overshadowing the $12 billion in investment projects announced during Li's visit so far. China also has a growing problem with terrorism of its own back home, and whether China's leaders use its heavy-handed tactics of the past or work to find new solutions is one of many challenges facing officials. The security situation will almost certainly be discussed at the forum, and not only regarding Nigeria, but also the Central African Republic and South Sudan. China has large amounts of money and its own people invested across Africa, where it's becoming an important arbiter of peace and stability. This is a relatively new development for China as it grows into its role as a global power and finds exceptions to its oft-stated policy of non-interference. After a statistical rebasing, Nigeria is now considered the continent's largest economy, with its GDP jumping ahead of South Africa. Nigeria is home to 1 in 4 Africans, and its annual trade with China is estimated at $30 billion and is gradually diversifying to include more consumer goods in addition to strong oil sales. China is helping to build a refinery to process oil into fuel that is expected to make Nigeria energy self-sufficient. China is also providing financing and construction expertise to build and upgrade railways, agricultural production, and telecommunication equipment. Ahead of his 8-day trip to Africa, Li acknowledged what he termed growing pains in the burgeoning China-Africa relationship and says he wants Chinese firms and individuals there to be held accountable for their actions. Chinese efforts to show it's being socially responsible can come off as a bit awkward, and opinion is mixed as to whether their soft power initiatives are effective or even counterproductive. China's officials would surely prefer to be judged, like at home, on their overall record of reducing poverty and helping to establish the basis for economic growth. You're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network, China's first and only privately owned English-language broadcast media. Our full episode can be seen on our website, BONTV/biz-wire. Let's turn now to Neil Jones for a quick look at a few stories that are buzzing through the markets.